Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So, I normally don't start my tutorials with a foundation base already on, So even though I have my base on, I'm really excited to film this video because I'm going to be showing you guys a new brand to me that I just barely tried out. This brand sent me a ton of their products and they had kind of been sitting in my pile of things to try for a long time, and I finally got a chance to use some of them. I haven't used all of them and I'm just so thoroughly impressed that I wanted to sit down and do this video. I kind of have a thing for like smaller indie brands, so my heart like really fluttered when it came to this brand because of what they stand for, and just the products are gorgeous. I can't wait to show you guys some of my favorites so far, and I can't wait to create a full look using them, and I wanted to do it with you guys here on camera. The brand that I'm talking about is Thrive Causemetics, so that's what I'm going to be testing out / reusing today for you guys. And the thing that's so cool about this brand is, well, it's kind of explained really well with their tagline, which is beauty with a purpose. The best way that I could kind of explain it to you guys is it's kind of like Tom's shoes, you know, you buy one and then they give one. So with these products, if you buy a makeup product from them, they give it to a woman in need, specifically women who are suffering from cancer. So I think it's an incredible cause. It makes my heart so warm to see brands like this. And on top of it, the packaging, the products are just stunning. So I really wanted to sit down and do a video with their products and just kind of share it with you guys. This video is not sponsored in any way. They didn't ask me to make this video. Every time I come across brands that I just have like a connection with like this, I have to sit down and share it with you guys. And so the fact that they have such a great purpose behind them makes it so incredible. And as always, I'm excited to play with these makeup products for you today. So I don't have brows on because I do have a brow product that they sent over. So as soon as I knew I was going to film this video today, I actually DM'd them and I asked them if they had any sort of coupon codes that you guys could use if you're interested in purchasing any of these products that I talk about today. And they were so sweet to me. We've actually been going back and forth today, and they did give me a discount code for you guys to use if you guys are interested in any of these products and in supporting this brand. That'll all be linked down below if you guys are interested. I think the code, let me see, sorry. We've just been chatting today. The code is going to be Allie 10. So if you guys are interested, you know, of course, watch the video and see if anything interests you. But if you're interested in supporting Thrive and also saving some money on your purchase, go ahead and use my code. So I'll link everything down below. Let's get right into it. I know I've been blabbing a lot. Let's find the brow pencil because that is the thing that is just driving me crazy right now. You guys know how I am about my brows. I'm filming a foundation review today, which you guys would have already seen by now. It's the Maybelline Superstay foundation. So I'll link that down below if you're interested to see how that foundation worked out for me. Okay, so for brows, we're going to use the Infinity Waterproof Eyebrow Liner. This is in the shade Audrey, and I'm very excited to put my brows on. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my brows using hair-like strokes. I don't always show my brow application process on camera because it does tend to take me a little bit of time. But I will say this brow pencil applies really nicely. I haven't had a chance to test the waterproofness of it. However, that would be very exciting if we could have these brows stay on all day, just because look at the difference, you know? So I love a good long-lasting or waterproof brow product. Do you guys have one thing that like you can't leave your house without doing, or else you don't feel like yourself? For me, it's definitely brows. Unless my brows are covered up somehow, I cannot leave the house without filling my brows in some way. Like, I do not feel complete at all. Like, I would rather go outside or go out in public with like really problem skin and have nice brows. If I had to pick one. I actually really like how this brow pencil applied. Oh, I feel so much better about my life right now. I'm kind of going to do things backwards since we already have our foundation on. I think I'm just going to finish up the complexion first. And I'm so excited to show these to you guys because when I tried these out, I was like, oh my gosh, why have I left these sitting over there for this long? Because I had been missing out on opportunities to use these products. Like, they're so beautiful. So I've already set my skin with powder. I used the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm going to be going into the Thrive Causemetics Sun Chaser Bronzer in the shade Ray. Look how pretty this color is, you guys. And it's supposed to be like a blurring powder at the same time, which I'm all about. I'm all about a little bronze and blur, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this on a fluffy brush and just really warm up the complexion even more. I did a little cream contouring with the foundation sticks earlier, so that's why we already have a little bit of definition on the skin. But you guys know how I am with my bronzers. I love a good bronzy skin tone. So I'm just gonna apply this to all the areas that I normally apply bronzer, which is on the cheeks, along the hairline, waterline along the temples. I'm gonna take what's left and just kind of run it down the sides of my nose for some definition there, and underneath the nose and under my lip. And that's gonna kind of make the lip look a little more pouty. I'm taking what's left on the brush and kind of just patting it across the nose. I've been into doing that recently just because I kind of feel like it adds to, you know, a sun-kissed kind of look. So for blush, where is it? Ooh, this is so pretty. This is the Cosmo Power Multi-Dimensional Strobing Blush in the shade Rosy. I mean, come on, it's so beautiful. I love the kind of like speckled pattern in here, and there are really beautiful like shimmery reflex that are in here as well. You guys know how much I love blush. I love a good luminous blush as well, and this is just beautiful. Oh, you know what? They sent me brushes too. This one is their blush brush, so let's use this. Look how pretty the color is. I try to do as much research as possible on this brand before I talk to you guys about it, but the color is the color of the ovarian cancer ribbon, right? Teal. So I'm pretty sure that that's why they have the teal color on all their packaging, which is kind of cool. So if I'm wrong, someone correct me, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read up on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press this onto the skin. This is not usually the kind of brush I use for blush, but Thrive Causemetics told me it was, so we're gonna use it. And immediately you can see how pretty my cheeks are looking. They're looking so like luminous. Do you see the luminosity? I think this blush is so gorgeous. I think it comes in a couple shades, and I'm not being shy. You guys know how I am with my blush. I love blush. I'm gonna tap some across the front of the nose as well, just to make that look a little more sun-kissed. And then with what's left on the brush, I'm gonna kind of put a little bit on the forehead. I'm gonna take the brush I used with translucent powder earlier and just kind of blend that out even more on the cheeks. But isn't that so beautiful? It makes my cheeks look so healthy. I'm obsessed with like the bronzer blush situation. I think these are gorgeous products. Another thing I should tell you guys is the packaging, like, has such a nice weight to it. Like, it feels really, really luxe, and they all have really nice high quality mirrors in them. So, and look, it says hello gorgeous here. I just think the packaging is really darling, and it's one of those things where it's like you can't lose it, you know? Well, actually, now that I think of it, I had a CoverGirl mascara in a teal bottle that I totally lost. Scratch that. You can lose colorful products. It's possible. I've done it. All right, so let's go into highlight. Next, I'm going to go into the Thrive Causemetics Cosmo Power 3D Strobing Highlighter in the shade Liberty. Pretty, huh? It's like a really nice golden shade. This looks really sparkly in the pan. Let's see how it looks on my camera lights. I did put this on yesterday, but I didn't really pay attention too much to how glittery it was or anything like that. You guys know I usually like things that are a little bit more like lit from within kind of highlight versus like glitter. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. So we're just gonna apply this to the high points of the cheeks. Wow. I'm putting a little bit on the front of the cheeks even though the blush was quite radiant. We'll highlight the center of the nose as well. Cupid's bow. A little bit on the brows and a little bit above the brows as well. I really like how my brows look today. That pencil made them look nice. Like the hair-like strokes looks pretty realistic. Okay, that is really pretty. And it actually doesn't even look like you can't see glitter chunks. It's more like sparkly in the pan. Once you apply it, it's much more like a lit from within glow, which is what I always look for. Especially when like we set this with setting spray, I bet you it's gonna be really pretty. For eyeshadow, I'm really excited to show you guys this eyeshadow palette. Where did I put it? Okay, here it is. This is their Perfect Eye palette, and it is in the shade Warm Neutrals. I think this is the only shade they have right now. Maybe they'll come out with more later. But look how pretty this is. I have used this before as well, and it's just so perfect for every day. I love the concept of having like the two massive like shimmery and base shades, because those are two shades that I use the most. And then you have 5 other shades that are gonna just kind of complement the look, and you can make whatever you want. They also sent some eyeshadow brushes, but I think I'm gonna use a different one right now. I will definitely use the ones that I have from them. I'm gonna go into this big shade called Madeline. And let's use this as our base. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go back and forth on the eyelid, just kind of using this as a base to blend out the rest of the eyeshadows on. It's gonna kind of cancel out any discoloration. I do have like concealer on the eyelids, and I set it with powder before, but every time I do this, you know, if there is a base shade in an eyeshadow palette, I love to kind of do a wash all over the lid first, because I've found that for me, it really helps blend out the eyeshadows. So next we're gonna go into this shade right here, which is like the perfect taupey brown, which is awesome for transition shades. This is in the shade Bethany. I love how all of the shade names are like girls' names. I think that's so cute, and it just goes along with what the brand stands for. So I'm just sweeping this through the crease really lightly, but you'll notice how beautiful that color is. It's just like the perfect transition, like almost like contour shade. So I'm dusting this through the crease, and I'm not afraid to bring it in toward the inner corner here as well and drag it out toward the end of the brow. Oh, another awesome thing about this brand, you guys, I'm telling you, this is not sponsored, but my heart just connects with this brand for some reason. They are vegan, cruelty-free, and paraben and sulfate-free and toxin-free. So if you need a good vegan and cruelty-free brand and you don't want sulfates or parabens or toxins, it's pretty awesome that they're like such good quality and they meet all those categories as well. I'm taking some of that same shade, pinching the brush, and just running that on the lower lash line. This shade is awesome. I love taupey shades. Like, you could put this all over your lid, just run it under the lower lash line, pop on mascara, and you would be good to go. I'm obviously going to create something a little bit more, I don't know, fancy, whatever you want to call it for today. I'm going to take the Thrive Causemetics eyeshadow crease brush and dip into Frida right here, which is a gorgeous like warm brown. And this one we're going to start to kind of pack on the outer third of the lid and then drag into the crease a little bit. This is such a pretty shade too. You can't go wrong with warm browns. You just can't. And I'm taking what's left on the brush, pinching the brush, and just going ahead and buffing that on the lower lash line, mainly on the outer third. But I think that shade is so pretty, like it needs to be on the lower lash line too. These brushes are really nice. I'm gonna dip into this shade right here called Helen. I'm gonna try to use like pretty much all the shades and just layer them up. These are gorgeous. So I'm just gonna take that and kind of focus that just in the outer V of the eye. So a little bit into the crease there and on the outer third of the lower lash line as well. And since we're using all the shades, I'm just gonna dip the same brush into the darkest brown shade called Roseanne. And with this, I'm just gonna kind of brush it across diagonally right over the like outer third of the top lashes, just to kind of create even more depth in that area. Once we apply mascara, having that depth will make our lashes look really, really full. And I think I'm just gonna keep that shade on the top lash line. We need to use this shimmer shade though, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into the Thrive Causemetics eyeshadow all over brush, and I'm gonna dip this into the shimmer shade first. And these are really, like, this shimmer shade is really beautiful by itself. I'll show you what it looks like by itself. Like, that's really nice. But I want to intensify it. So I'm going to spray my brush with some Fix Plus. And now we're talking, people. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and press this on both eyelids, starting from the inner third, working it out to about halfway. Just really kind of pressing the product on the lid. Look how beautiful that is. And I'm going to pinch the brush and run what's left. I re-dipped into the shimmer shade a little bit, and I'm going to add that to just the inner third of the lower lash line so we can kind of match what's going on the top lid. I'm going to go back and mix these two shades right here and just kind of press that over the center of the eye just so that we can kind of blend the edges of the shimmer shade we just applied. So beautiful. Next up, I want to add some eyeliner. So I have the Infinity Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade Lauren, which is a nice black shade. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to smudge it on the top lash line, and I'm going to kind of keep it on the outer edge of the eye. So you see where the gold is? I'm kind of going to like skip over most of the gold, start it right around here, and go from there to the edge of the top lash line, just to kind of create more of a winged out effect and make the lashes look more full toward the edge. So now that we have the eyeliner placed, I'm going to go into the black eyeshadow with the Thrive Causemetics smudge eyeshadow brush, and I kind of just want to press this over where we applied the black eyeliner, just so that we have a nice smudged out smoky liner look. I don't want really anything too harsh, so this is one of my favorite ways to kind of soften the lash line, is after you apply your eyeliner, just kind of smudge it out on its own or smudge it out with a black shadow. I'm taking what's left on the brush and just kind of smudging the outer third of the lower lash line as well, so we get some definition, but since we're using what's left on the brush, it's going to be really subtle. Alright, so next we're going to go into mascara. I've heard so many people rave about this mascara. The packaging is beautiful. Look at this bottle. It's so pretty. It's their Liquid Lash Extensions Glines mascara. And when I took this off my lashes for the first time, it came off so nicely. Like it's like a tube mascara. Have you ever had those mascaras where like it creates like a tube around your lash and then it just, when you remove it, it just comes off so easily, but throughout the day it doesn't flake? That's what this one is. So we're gonna go ahead and apply 2 to 3 coats to the top and bottom lashes. But I really like the applicator on this, and so far the formula is pretty bomb. So I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly put mascara on because you guys know it takes me a minute. I spend a lot of time on my lashes. I'll see you in a second. Well, hello lashes, I'm back. I don't even have to say anything. Look at that mascara. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wow. So good. Okay, so before I put on a lip color, I'm just gonna kind of touch up the face. I wanna add a little more bronzer, a little more blush. Well, I can do that at the end, I guess. I'm just gonna wipe off any makeup that got on my lips. So I'm gonna first line and fill the lips in with the Lip Fuller lip liner in the shade, what is this shade? I don't know how to pronounce that. It will be linked down below. It's a really pretty plum mauve color. So I'm gonna go ahead and line and fill in the lips with this. Okay, and this is the lip product that I am so in love with. It's the Glossy Lip Mark in the shade Ruth. And it's kind of like a liquid lipstick slash gloss slash stain all in one. It sounds like a miracle product to me. I know, it's awesome. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this right on top. I just think this is the prettiest color ever. You don't have to line and fill in the lips before. You could totally just use this by itself. And it kind of like tingles and it kind of feels like it's plumping. The taste isn't my favorite, but that's okay. I think it's such a pretty color, like I said, and I love the idea of like having a 3-in-1 type lip product where it's like the stain, the liquid lip pigmentation, and then you have a glossy shine that does not feel sticky. It is so beautiful. I love this. So now we're gonna step back and assess the situation. I want some more bronzer. So where is my bronzer? Here. Such a pretty shade. I'm just gonna kind of touch up a little bit. I'm gonna go back into their blush as well. I feel like a little bit of that came off when I applied the highlight to the cheeks, and I want more pink there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pat that on. So pretty. And now let's make sure the brows look good. I actually really like how the brow pencil held up and how it looks. I'm just gonna kind of brush through them. They look pretty good to me. I am gonna add some brow gel. This is my Glossier Boy Brow. So this is not Thrive Causemetics, but I don't have a brow gel. I don't know if they make one. If they do, that would be awesome. But for now, we're just gonna use this. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the complexion. I'm not gonna do my 3-step set because I don't wanna do too many steps to set the foundation because I'm gonna be checking on how it wears throughout the day and I don't want like a bougie setting routine to get in the way. So I'm gonna use my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. This is such a good one. We take our sponge, we press any of peach fuzz down. So that is it, you guys. That completes this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely love everything that I showed you guys today. Everything is so beautiful, especially this lip color and the mascara. Holy cow. The bronzer and blush and highlight are also beautiful. So, and the brow products. So if you guys are interested in any of these, again, I will link everything down below. Such a great way to support women in need. I know a lot of you guys might have a special connection to this brand like I do. If you've known anybody who has gone through cancer or who currently has cancer, I know that you guys will definitely connect to this brand. So if you want to support this brand and if you want to support women in need, I will link everything down below. And if you want to save a little money, they're so sweet to give me a discount code to share with you guys. So you can use the code Allie10 to save 10% on your purchase. That's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know what it was about this brand that made me want to sit down and just film with it and tell you guys about them, but I think they're incredible. And so I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you like the final makeup look. I definitely love this. It's so signature Allie, but you know what? I love it so much. It's great for every day and it makes me feel beautiful. These are my favorite kinds of makeup looks. So thanks for always coming back to my channel and watching. I love you guys so much. If you haven't yet joined the family, please do so by hitting the subscribe button. And if you guys want to join the notification squad, just click on the bell after you subscribe and that'll mean you'll be notified every time I post a video, and I upload every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So I love you guys so much and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye!